In the heart of the Mediterranean, where the sun blesses the land with its warm embrace, lies Spain, a country with a culinary history as rich and diverse as its landscapes. From the rolling hills of Andalusia to the rugged coasts of Galicia, the story of Spanish food is a saga written by various civilizations, each adding its chapter to this flavorful narrative. Our journey begins in the Bronze Age, with the Iberians and Kelts, whose diets were based on cereals, legumes, and meats, laying the foundation for what would become staples of Spanish cuisine. But it was the arrival of the Phoenicians and Greeks that introduced the olive and grapevine, pivotal ingredients that would define Mediterranean cooking. The Romans, with their sophisticated agricultural techniques, brought irrigation, wheat, and vineyards, further enriching the Spanish pantry. They introduced the concept of the cena, a precursor to the modern Spanish dinner, emphasizing the social aspect of dining that is still cherished today. As the Roman Empire faded, the Visigoths left little impact on Spanish cuisine, but the Islamic Conquest in the 8th century brought a culinary revolution. The Moors introduced rice, saffron, sugar, and a plethora of fruits and vegetables such as oranges, lemons, and eggplants, transforming the landscape and diet. They brought sophisticated irrigation systems from the east, turning the arid lands of Al-Andalus into lush, productive gardens. The Moors' influence is still tasted in dishes like paella, a symbol of Spanish cuisine, and in the use of almonds, citrus fruits, and spices in sweets and desserts. The Reconquista, culminating in 1492, marked the beginning of Spain's Golden Age, which saw its cuisine enriched by the bounty of the New World. Tomatoes, potatoes, bell peppers, and chocolate were introduced, ingredients that would become central to Spanish and global cuisines. The humble potato, for example, found its way into the heart of Spanish cooking, starring in dishes like tortilla española, while tomatoes revolutionized sauces and stews. The Age of Exploration not only expanded Spain's culinary repertoire, but also spread its culinary traditions across the globe. Spanish missionaries and colonists brought with them olives, vine cuttings, and livestock, influencing the cuisines of the Americas and Asia. In turn, the global exchange introduced Spain to spices such as paprika from the Americas, which became a hallmark of Spanish chorizo. In the following centuries, Spanish cuisine continued to evolve. Influenced by political and economic shifts, the 19th century saw the rise of regional cuisines, as transportation improvements made local ingredients available nationwide. Dishes like gazpacho, cocido, and fabada asturiana gained popularity, showcasing regional diversity and local ingredients. The 20th century was marked by hardship and innovation. The Spanish Civil War and subsequent dictatorship saw a return to subsistence cooking. But the late 20th century heralded a new era of creativity and global recognition for Spanish cuisine. The rise of chefs like Ferran Adrià, who introduced molecular gastronomy at El Bulli, placed Spain at the forefront of culinary innovation, blending tradition with avant-garde techniques. Today, Spanish cuisine is celebrated for its variety, from the tapas bars of Barcelona to the seafood restaurants of Galicia. It is a cuisine deeply rooted in history and tradition, yet always evolving, always innovating. It tells the story of a country that has absorbed the flavors of its conquerors, colonizers, and immigrants, weaving them into a unique culinary identity. On our journey, we reflect on the essence of Spanish cuisine, a testament to the resilience, creativity, and passion of its people. From the olive groves of Andalusia to the vineyards of La Rioja, the history of Spanish food is a mosaic of flavors, each piece a chapter of its storied past. It is a history that continues to be written with every dish prepared and shared, a delicious narrative of a nation's soul. Continuing from where we left off, let's delve deeper into the nuances of Spanish cuisine, exploring further the influences, innovations, and the culinary mosaic that spans from the medieval period to the present day, enriching our narrative to meet the desired depth. The Reconquista era not only unified Spain under Christian rule, but also began the process of culinary fusion, blending Moorish influences with Christian traditions. This period saw the birth of many dishes that would become synonymous with Spanish cuisine. For instance, the Moors' introduction of rice paved the way for dishes like arroz con leche, a simple yet beloved dessert that reflects the blend of cultures. The discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus in 1492 marked a turning point in global culinary history, with Spain at its epicenter. The Columbian Exchange introduced Europe to a wealth of new foods, with Spain serving as the conduit for these ingredients to reach the rest of the continent. The potato, once viewed with suspicion, became a staple, central to dishes like the aforementioned tortilla española and patatas bravas. Similarly, the tomato, initially thought to be poisonous, revolutionized Spanish cooking, giving rise to a myriad of sauces and dishes, including the iconic gazpacho, a cold tomato soup that epitomizes Spanish summer. Moreover, the integration of New World ingredients like corn, beans, and chocolate enriched the Spanish pantry. Chocolate, once a luxury reserved for the elite, became a national obsession, giving birth to the tradition of chocolate con churros, a beloved Spanish breakfast or snack. The 17th and 18th centuries, often referred to as Spain's Siglo de Oro, or Golden Age, saw Spanish cuisine becoming more elaborate, reflecting the wealth and power of the Spanish Empire. This period was characterized by an increased use of spices, such as saffron and paprika, and the introduction of more complex cooking techniques. It was also during this time that the first Spanish cookbook was published, documenting the rich culinary traditions of the country. However, the 19th century brought challenges, including political turmoil and economic hardship, which influenced Spanish cuisine by necessitating a return to simpler, more affordable dishes. This period saw the rise of regional cuisines, as each area of Spain began to develop its unique culinary identity, based on local ingredients and traditions. Dishes like paella from Valencia, pulpo a la gallega from Galicia, and pinchos from the Basque Country gained prominence, celebrating the diversity of Spanish cuisine. The 20th century was a time of significant change for Spain, both culturally and culinarily. The Spanish Civil War and the ensuing Franco dictatorship had a profound impact on the country's food culture, with rationing and scarcity leading to innovation out of necessity. This era saw the emergence of dishes that were simple yet flavorful, utilizing the limited ingredients available. The transition to democracy in the late 20th century opened Spain up to the world, leading to a culinary renaissance. The 1980s and 1990s saw the emergence of the Nueva Cocina Española, a movement that sought to revitalize traditional Spanish dishes through modern techniques and presentations. Chefs like Ferran Adrià and Juan Mari Arzac became global culinary stars, propelling Spanish cuisine onto the world stage. In the 21st century, Spain has continued to be a leader in culinary innovation, with a focus on regional cuisines and sustainable, locally sourced ingredients. The concept of slow food and farm-to-table dining has taken root, reflecting a broader global trend towards mindful eating. Spanish cuisine today is a reflection of its rich history, a blend of traditional techniques and avant-garde innovation. From the tapas bars of Seville to the cutting-edge restaurants of Barcelona, food in Spain is not just sustenance, but an art form, a celebration of life itself. As we wrap up our journey through the history of Spanish cuisine, it's clear that this culinary tradition is not static, but constantly evolving. Influenced by history, geography, and the people who cook and enjoy it, Spanish food is a living testament to the country's rich cultural heritage. Whether it's a simple plate of jamón ibérico or an elaborate molecular gastronomy creation, every dish tells a story, inviting us to explore the flavors, aromas, and textures that make Spanish cuisine truly unique.